You're not gonna come up here and touch the paint. Because you squeeze too much and there's paint everywhere. So, there's no touching. I'll touch the paint for you. I'll do it for you. But I will teach you how to do this in a reading, how to produce this in a vibrational reading either for yourself or for somebody else. So all you have to do is have a little bit of paint, just basic little paint. It's not that expensive, just basic little acrylic paint. That's all you need. And then you intuitively put the paint on the paper where you would want, do you think it should be for the individual. And really, once you finish with it, sometimes it either looks like, it'll look like that. Different things will happen. This one's got a little bit of wings to it, a little stuff in the center, so you, then from this, you give somebody a reading. You give somebody an understanding of what's going on around them. So it's where I place the paint, and I squeeze it together, and it shows something in the vibration. So sometimes it'll show an animal totem. This looks more like a bird, something in that vibration, because it actually has feathers and different things coming off here, the vibration of this. So you would actually see feathers, different things with that. So you'll see something within there to give you an idea of what animal totem or situation is going on around the individual. Right now that has, are you here for the class? There's a sign-in sheet right there. I'll get you a piece of paper. But what you're gonna do is what I do is I take it, and then I figure out what color will radiate to you. And really, the paint should be that, not half the bottle. That, because it squeezes out the end. It squeezes out the end of the vibration. And what you're doing is you're literally just putting little, whatever color you're directed towards, to put into the vibration. And put that one there. I think we need probably a little bit of black. How's that? There. And when you place them somewhere like that, then you take it and you fold it together. And what happens, and when you squeeze this all together, the paint should not come flying out the end. Like squeezing, it's according on what it.
Oh, that's cool. Looks like little feet.
Now you can turn it to look at it. This looks more like a butterfly, something in that vibration. You can turn it around and look inside of it and see what's actually going on inside of the situation and the vibration. The black and the purple mixed together, so which it gave it a little bit more of characteristics of what it's actually going to do. But you look at what's going on here. If you look at the very top of this, it almost looks like two birds kissing. Two heads of birds kissing. So it looks like. Two round heads at the very top of it, looks like two birds kissing. So if I did this in a reading for you, I would say you have people in your life that are very loving and very supportive in your auric field. Situations in your life should follow you, very comfortable within your vibration. You're very spiritual, you're connected to a higher sense of consciousness. You have a lot of stuff within the vibration and your guard. See, and you have to look, when these things go on, there's words appear in it. I didn't write star in there, but there's a word actually star, vibration with that in here, with the vibration. So you study it. What you do is with these things, you study them and see what's actually, and these will change, just like the scrotographs we did, the flame cards we did. If you take it home and you place it somewhere, this will change. Different things with vibration will try to reinvent themselves. It works very well for like personal readings, something in that vibration, something that you're actually looking to put in motion. It looks very well for that. A psychic situation. This is more psychic. Don't tell camp I'm teaching you stuff psychically but it is psychic. I'm doing everything wrong tonight. I'm teaching psychic. We got the ghost hunters. Well, we are just traveling the loop tonight.
You can do mediumistic with that too.
What?
So you can do mediumistic with that too, though.
Yeah, you can be mediumistic with that vibration because you allow people, when they come into the vibration, to tell you what color they would like. I just did that, but when I take your piece of paper, you will tell me what color you like. What do you personally like in your vibration? Then I will put that on the paper. As I said before, I did this class before, many, many years ago. People squeezed like a half a bottle. There was paint everywhere. Everywhere. It was like a mess. So now I don't. Now when I do the class up here for the animal totems with the paint, I will do more of I'll cover all the tables, allow you to have your paint. You can just play. You can finger paint if you want to, because I can wrap everything up and can throw it away. But here I don't want to get carpet and stuff all over the floor. So I'm going to take your paper, and you're going to tell me.
This
You need one too, right?
Should I go up? Or?
You got one. Just fold that in half. Okay. We got your paper, which is here. Now, dear, what colors do you like?
Can I show you?
Green. Gold. Oh, you gold over here. One.
Purple.
And purple. I'll leave these things open and I can just grab them. Oh, no, it's not. Purple. There we go. Now I'm going to squeeze this all together. Now remember, these things take a little time to dry, so.
It looks like a kitty.
Looks like a kitty.
Oh my gosh, that's been coming up so often lately.
So,
Oh, is that cool?
if you look at where the kitty is, at the vibration around the ears, you have to kind of notice that there's like a light bulb, a little energy coming off the top of the kitty's head. Which signifies somebody very spiritually inclined, very spiritually connected to who they are in the vibration around themselves. You have a lot of energy around your heart chakra situations in your life. You're very caring, very supportive of others, and connect to a situation of higher vibration within your life. You like kind of figuring out the whole vibration, but if you turn it over, see, we got the kitty cat. Turn this over. You almost see like a bird or an owl or a bird with his wings outspread for protection, guidance, wisdom. So if I would have picked this up and that would have been on the top when I opened it, we would have gone to wisdom and vibration. But since this was here, it means that you are coming to another understanding of where you are going, vibration within your life. So you're actually getting knowledge, situations within your life to figure out where you need to be. But everything here has like little designs, little vibration designs going on with this. It almost looks like there's a pyramid going on here. There's a face going on right in this vibration. There's different things going on within this vibration that will start to manifest itself. But you have a lot of gold, a lot of connection to higher sense of consciousness, if you allow yourself to find that situation. You're talented, you're gifted, you're understanding of people. You don't put up with people too much, but you will do what you need to do for them, but they better behave. There's situations within that vibration. But a lot of beautiful energy, because you have the green on top, which signifies abundance and prosperity. Gold signifies protection, and the purple in the bottom part of this whole situation signifies a balance of spirituality within your life. And that's what that says. But your animal totem in the vibration right now is actually the kitty, like a cat. Could be another form of cat, but a cat. And then the animal totem will change into a bird. The cat will change into a bird, because that is what's at the bottom of this vibration as I turn it around. But I'm gonna let this sit up here. You'll know which one's yours.
Thank you.
Because I'm gonna let it dry. Or you'll have all of your clothes, and you'll have me say, "What is in my clothes?" So what colors do you want?
3 white and 2 black.
3 white and 2 black.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're going to be gentle with that. Sounds like a lot. 1, 2, 3, and 2 black. Okay. See what that's going to do. And you usually just rub it. You just rub it till you feel like it's made its indentation within the vibration. And
Oh, that's awesome. Looks like eyes with eyebrows.
looks like eyes looking at you.
Yeah.
Looks like an owl.
But if you look down here, the vibration, if you look at the ears, the head, the face, it almost looks like a horse coming off in the distance here. Looks like a horse right over here. It's like a horse. It's almost like small enough to almost be like a seahorse or something, but it looks like a horse coming off the vibration here. You have 2 eyes up here watching, situation of watching. But if I turn this over, like so, then the energy of the vibration changes. It changes into a whole different situation within the vibration that's coming here. Because this is how I opened it. That's past, up to present. When I turn it over, that is future. What's coming, what's arriving in your life. So by understanding that, there's a lot of protection on your higher self for you as you move forward, because the eyes are upon you. They're looking over your vibration for you. You have a lot of growth within your vibration, so if you look through this whole situation, it's almost like trees, different things going on here in the vibration. It gives you that understanding of growth, of movement, of change within your life. You have this going on around here. You have a lot of spirituality in your life, but you've kept a lot of darkness away from you because you push it away. You might have had to deal with it in your life, but you don't deal with it anymore. It has been pushed away from your vibration, out of your auric field. You have angels in your auric field for one reason. If I turn this and start turning this for the future, notice that this energy right here looks like a person. Sitting here almost with a set of wings going out from it, but almost looks like a person sitting here in the vibration, looking over you as a guardian, as a protector. Your animal totem for this vibration would probably be the horse. Would be the horse in the vibration for you. And you have the animal totem for you right now is the fox. Fox for one reason. If I turn this around like so, to the top part of this, what does that look like with a small little fox? Right in this vibration. Looks like the head of a fox, the eyes, the head of a fox, sitting in this vibration right here. So if I look at that, right now your animal totem in your life would be the fox. Then it moves into the horse. Each one of these have spiritual meanings. Now, you look up the spiritual meanings of whatever animal, the fox or the horse. Horse is future, fox is now. So you look at what's going on with that animal totem at this point in your life, and then figure out where you want to go from here. But I feel comfortable with this because you're keeping a lot of the stuff in your life at bay. You could allow the crazy to arrive here, but you have not given them a ticket to enjoy the party. Let's put it that way. You've allowed yourself to move past a lot of the situation, but protected by an angel, protected by higher senses of consciousness, protection going on in your auric field. And I know you feel that. I know you feel protection in your auric field constantly within your life. You feel that protection going on with you. So not bad. So we're going to put them down. What colors do you like here?
I like red, white.
I don't have any red, so you don't have to. I got green, gold, black, blue, different type of green. I got gold.
Gold, do you have gold and yellow?
Gold and yellow, I got that.
Okay.
I do have gold and yellow.
And blue. And white.
Oh my goodness. Even I'm making a mess, see? Gold, green, and yellow, right?
No. I don't.
You don't like the green?
Well,
You want yellow, right?
I do want yellow, yeah.
You want yellow, so open this up.
White, black, and blue. I mean, yeah, white, black, and blue.
Blue. My pen's getting gooey. Blue. Black. Well, this is gonna be a weird one. White. You use every color in the rainbow.
Yeah, I was gonna go for a rainbow, but.
It almost looks like an angelic presence on the top of this. An angelic presence coming out from the energy, an angelic like wings, a protection mode within the vibration. It's like things here back, you were talking about situations around you. Notice all that stuff going down the spine, your auric field. It signifies that you must internalize things quite a bit in your life. You internalize things, you don't let it go. So you internalize things quite a bit within the vibration for you. You're still gathering yourself to a very spiritual mode. You're not there yet. You're gathering them, gathering energy and vibration within your life to get you to that space. The blue, the situations within your life here, when I turn this over, I turn this situation over, you have a picture right here of a dog. Looks like a dog to me.
Okay.
Could be a werewolf.
One or the other.
Looks like a dog. Looks like a dog. Looks like almost like a Yorkie or something.
I had a small black dog.
This looks like a dog, a little small dog, coming through the vibration with that. But you have this whole thing going on with you that if I would tell you what's going on in your auric field there, I would say it's your vibration of your life right now. I would say your animal totem right now in your life right now is the alligator. And alligators can have a spiritual meaning, a connection to spiritual vibration. Right now, your animal totem right now in your life is the alligator. It sits in auric field. See the bottom? See the long blue thing sitting here? Alligator. The vibration. But right now, it's mostly angelic presence with you. Angelic connection to your auric field. Protection. angelic wings touching you, being around your vibration. So you have a lot of love for your vibration, a lot of connection to you, because you've been through some kind of miserable stuff in your life here. I feel like you've attracted some people in your life that a couple were not the right puzzle pieces for you, let's put it that way. But I do feel like you kind of reorganized and reset that. Because right now, the little dogs in your vibration, but you have angelic presence ahead of you, heading up ahead of you, dear. If you look through the trunk of the tree and the limbs and different things in the vibration, I would say tree and alligator are like token for you at this point. The tree of life. If you look at the very top of this, it almost looks like a tree of life. With the gold coming down the bottom, with the leaves up on top of the vibration, it looks like a tree. Tree of life, tree of vibration. So, a lot of connections to that energy field with you. But you're very proud of it. You don't like people knowing who you are and what you're doing. You want to surprise people. You don't like people knowing what you're doing. I want to take some alcohol. Wipe my hands. So you want to, Taylor, you wanted to meet my wife. She's back there with the dog, so you want to meet her. So there she is. She's bringing the dog in. What? I got this stuff. It'll take most of it off. I just don't want to do everything everywhere. And then I make a big mess. And I look like I just painted like my painter. She wanted to meet you.
She wanted to see you because your energy is very beautiful.
Okay. All righty. We're moving our way through. What colors do you want, dear?
The lavender, the green, the blue, and the gold.
Lavender, green, blue, and gold. You got lavender.
I think lavender's, yeah, in the basket.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set these here because I keep making a mess. Once I pick them up, if I just open them, I can always do that thing later. Once I open them, I keep opening them. There. Lavender. That's the new one. Okay. Lavender. Green, you want the light green or the dark green?
That one in your hand.
You want the blue?
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Gold.
Gold. Well, you must need that much gold, so. Okay. We're gonna open that up.
Well, it came out black.
Vibration with this, dear. If you have to look at this whole energy field with you, dear. You must have a party coming. Party, dear. For your spiritual self, your vibration. Because if I turn the vibration around in you, it looks like a mask from Mardi Gras. Party. Enjoying yourself. Having upliftment within your life. Connecting to a higher sense of consciousness, having a party within your life. Because it's almost like the Mardi Gras going on in your life, around you in that vibration. But this signifies protection. It's not a cat, it's not a vibration of a cat. But if I looked at this energy field with the ears and the different faces and how that is created, I would actually say that it is a bear. My intuitives would say that that is actually a bear. At the very top of your vibration, very top, a large bear sitting in your field. You have. But if you look here, there's two eyes and the trunk of the elephant. Two eyes and the trunk of the elephant coming down to the vibration. So I would say the bear and the elephant could have some kind of connection to where you are going. So the bear is within your vibration now, but the elephant will arrive in the work field when you are needed, when you need the elephant. And the elephants are very intelligent, very smart, very intelligent. You will have very intelligent vibrations within your life to get you to where you need to be. But you have a lot of energy going on with you, a lot of vibrational energy going on with this. So I feel comfortable with you finding your peace within your life. I'm not saying you're not at peace yet, but you will find it. You'll find what you're looking for in the vibration around you. But a lot of this is just the medium, or the person in the medium will figure out what they sense and what they feel. A lot of times it'll show itself like the elephant showing itself right through the middle here. The ears, I could say this. I should say that the ears, the way the ears are shaped, it looks like Batman, but it's not Batman. But I would actually say that that has some kind of connection to do with the bear, the way I kind of see it gathering around the whole vibration. So the medium, or the person doing the reading, is going to be the person that actually so, I'm making a mess, dear. What colors do you want, dear?
Let's do blue. The dark blue.
This blue?
Yes. Purple.
Purple. Now that I got them all open, I don't have to.
It's a little bit easier. White.
Colors of the rainbow.
Kinda, yeah. Gold and green.
Gold and green. You want the dark or the light green?
The dark one.
That's neat. Yeah.
It's like a person.
Now yours came out with more of faces and different things on the top of it.
Yeah.
People.
The vibration of people, situations in the very top of this. Question with this is, your animal totem and your vibration right now, dear, would actually be your animal totem, your vibration right now. I would assume that here, twice in this vibration, I actually see the eagle. I see the beak over here coming through, and I actually see the face of a beak, and like a beak or something coming in this area on both sides of the vibration.
I
Eagle.
believe that. I've been seeing a lot of
Eagle,
eagles.
the vibration. Well, if you turn it around, in the blue, in this vibration, you actually see an individual trying to show themselves. You see a male, a vibration, a guide, a vibrational guide or master teacher trying to show themselves there.
Are you talking about in the middle?
Right in the middle.
Yeah, I see that.
You can see a face, the different things going on right in the middle. The question here is your animal totem, but it's kind of cool that you put the gold in here with different things. But if you notice at the bottom of, there's an eye here, and an eye right here. You can see two eyes there, the gold. Like somebody looking back at it, somebody looking through a mast, looking through a vibrational mast. So I feel like it's just part of your life, dear. You have the spirituality life, but that's been with you most of your life. That's entwined within the vibration throughout this whole thing. The future in your life should be growth, movement, growth, movement, growth in your vibration. The connection to this is higher senses of vibration for you, the understanding where you're going. But if you see the crown above this whole thing, and these wings and the crown, and that open face running into the center,
Oh, yeah, I see
You see the ears, you see the round face, you see the vibration of the face right in the center. So there's a very good possibility that you have got the Archangel Raphael moving through your auric field constantly within your vibration. So, pretty. You did a pretty one.
Right, I like it.
Pretty.
Thank you.
That's frameable.
Try to make it simple.
With all those faces, yeah.
What colors do you want, dear? Purple. I'll try to just squeeze a little bit. Sometimes it just comes out loud. Purple. Light blue. Come on.
A light green.
Light green.
And white.
Sometimes it wants to come out more than it's supposed to. But that's your spirit's way of saying that they want
Maybe
more
just
in
a
there.
tad of gold.
That it?
Just a
Little
little bit of gold.
bit of gold. Okay.
Keep closing.
That's a tad of gold. Here we go. Yeah, a little bit of gold. You just rub it and make sure it's all nice and flat. And so if you look at this, most of your present situation in your life, dear, is a continuity of movement, of growth, and upliftment. That's most of the whole top. You didn't get any purple or anything in the top of this. You got all green. All green signifies within the vibration around you, in the auric field around you. If I look at the very top of this whole situation, it almost looks like some kind of bird sitting there. The very top of this is like a bird. I'm trying to figure out what the bird is, but there's definitely a bird sitting on the house. And if you look closer at it, look at it really close, it looks like two eyes. It looks like it could be an angelic presence, but it's more like there's a bird hovering around your vibration. I would say it would be a hawk. But that's what I would envision it to be, what I keep feeling with the vibration. But if I turn this around, and if you look right in the center, you'll see it when you get it. Right in the center, you'll see this little bubble, little situation going on right here, right in the center of this. There's a little symbol, little vibrational symbol sitting here in the auric field, right here in the auric field. Right there in that little opening is a little vibration there of situations going on. You're going to be moving into more of a healing vibration within your life. You probably make an extremely powerful healer. Healing or working with healing or helping people heal themselves would probably be extremely powerful for you. Maybe you're in the process of working on yourself. Spirituality and health should be a major part within the vibration for you here in the very near future. But if I was going to say what your animal totems are right now, dear, I would say the hawk. And as we move closer here into the vibration here, in the near future in your vibration, I would actually put your energy field as actually attracting a deer. So it attracts. So our animal totems change. So people will go to people and say, people will tell you your animal totem is this. But you, at this point in your life, might need this one animal totem. Now, 8 months from now, that totem is going to change. Because you don't need that animal totem. You don't need that spirituality from that animal anymore. Because now you need another animal to bring you the rest of the way. So that's what happens. The animals change. They don't stay the same throughout your whole life. Well, I got the bear. Bear's mine. No, the bear will change as you move through your life. Same thing as animal totems. They change as you move through your existence. They change for you. So don't sit and say, oh, my animal totem. Your little bear paw hanging around your neck and all this other stuff. Know that your animal totems will change. Animal totems will change. When you see them change, you'll notice that there is a repetition of something going on around you. You'll actually see a lot of certain birds. You'll see a hawk fly past your car. You see a hawk again. You see a hawk again. You go, okay, guys, I should probably start focusing on the hawk. You see robins, other kinds of birds, other kinds of situations going on. So what do you see? If you get behind a car and there's an alligator, a hunter with an alligator on the car, he goes, "You're on TV set? They've just finished catching an alligator." There's different things going on. You go, okay, guys, alligator, okay, I got it. They will be very extremely repetitious with you when they want you to know who's following you. Names of guides, names of situations going on in your life. If you just watch, pay attention to what's going on around you, you'll be quite surprised what Spirit's trying to tell you. If you want a relationship in your life, tell your guides you'd like to know the person's name. Then watch what passes you. If the name Wayne keeps showing up in your life and somebody walks up to you and says, "Oh, by the way, dear, my name's Wayne. I'd love to take you out to dinner." Go to dinner with Wayne. It's Wayne's been showing up in your vibration. It'll keep showing itself to you. Everything shows itself. We just don't pay attention all the time. It shows itself. It's a part of our vibration, so it shows itself. What colors do you want, dear? You want purple?
Yeah, horse and Darwin.
Purple and gold, right?
And Darwin,
And what's the other color?
yeah. Pink, the dark.
The dark one or the light one? Dark one? Okay. Well, you can do this at home, either with, I do it at home. You don't have to buy paint. If you just go to the store and you buy yourself candles, wax candles, light up. A different color wax on the candles, and then just take a piece of paper and drop the wax on the paper. Then fold the paper closed. Wax works just as well too. But it's according to what you want to do. If you want to make a mess in your house, use paint.
I get a candle question. So I burn candles a lot, and sometimes in the big glass, like filler jars. And one time, usually they clean, burn all the way down.
Yeah.
There might be a little smoke on one side or something, but this one that it burned, it was all black all the way around. And then after that, all these bad things started happening. I mean, it was a while ago, it all cleared up, but is there some connotation between how the candle burns and kind of a symbol or a sign?
Candles, when you watch a candle burn and how it comes down, how the smoke and different things arrive on the glass, on the vibration of how the candle burns down, or what the symbols or situations are showing on the top of the candle. When the candle burns down, you'll see symbols and different things on the top of the candle. It'll show itself. If you see a lot of black energy coming off, it's either trying to burn negative energy off, trying to burn something off for you, or clean something, or redo something in your life. But if you burn a large, like a three-wick candle, and you let it burn, then after you blow it out, what is happening with the wet wax on the top of it? What's going on with it? What's going on with that wet wax that's going on within that candle? Because it'll show symbols, different things, vibrational symbols. So whether you see something going on, then if you don't understand what it is, just simply say to your guys, go, that happened. Why? Why'd that happen? Why?
But it's not necessarily bad.
No.
Omen if
It's not a bad omen. What your guides are always trying to do is to help you, trying to give you some kind of information. Now we feed into it like, oh, I saw the black smoke, oh my God. But what if the black smoke was just to burn things off, to clear things for you? I always tell people in this work, if you think negative today, you think negative tomorrow, you think negative the next day, the negative will follow you. It will follow you, then it'll start to manifest itself within the vibration. You go, oh my God, I'm having a bad week. You've been thinking negative for the last week and a half. So all that you're going to attract is this negative energy. Glass is half full, not half empty. So the question is, you always have to figure out what your guides are doing. you look at the vibration of this, dear, you have a lot of Egyptian vibration going on with you. A lot. If I look at the very top of this whole situation that you have here, there, you have the god Ra in your vibration. Ra symbolizes these two birds looking at each other. Ra, God. So, I would not tell you that you have to buy something like that, dear, but I would have you, if you had a necklace or something in your vibration, they sell them up at the bookstore, they sell them online, I would get you an ankh. I would put an ankh on your chain, a small ankh, an Egyptian ankh. Because you have a lot of Egyptian energy moving onto your auric field. Guide you. Pharaoh energy. Egyptian energy going a lot. And that could be from a past life, an incarnation, a vibration for you, dear. But there is definitely a lot of Egyptian energy going on in your auric field in the vibration, because you can see it at the very top of this vibration. So, if I turn this around, vibration, notice that here at the very point of this thing, I mean, my feet all went, here and the wings, a bird in flight. There's a bird in flight. So whatever is going on in your life right now is definitely going to change. It's going to redo itself, re-envision itself, re-click itself within your life. You have a good understanding of what you need, dear, but you are too Mother Teresa in your life, dear. You need to figure out a little too Mother Teresa in your life, dear. Some people you just need to pack in a car and run as fast as you can in your vibration. But there are circles, different things going on in the vibration in this thing. There's a symbol coming up here, a circle with a line here, dear. And that has another symbol dealing with the ankh. Boy, I would buy you an ankh. Because that's definitely in your auric field there. It's all over your auric field for you. So, I don't know if somebody's going to bring Egyptian stuff in your life. You're going to see something Egyptian in a dream or in a meditation. But boy, you're going to get some Egyptian energy moving through your auric field here. Very, very much. Huh. Oh. Egyptian. Oh, God. Here it comes. Now, which colors do you want? All of them?
Breathe.
All of them?
Let's see what you down here.
I got dark green, got black, I got purple, I got gold, I got yellow, white. Hold this and I just squeeze it out. That's white. This gold, the same gold, that's just.
Are you sure?
Yes, it is. Okay. Da, 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 da. Now I want to see something really awesome. Huh?
Better be.
Better be. If it's really, I'll look at it first. If it's not good, we'll redo it. How's that?
Okay.
If it's not good, then we say we look at it first.
Oh, time to.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
We're good.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that's what I
If you look at the very top of it, it almost looks like a mallard duck.
Yeah.
Looks like a mallard duck. The very top of this whole vibration.
Oh,
I was
that
thinking
too.
gingerbread too.
Yeah, gingerbread.
And here, within the energy right here, there's a spirit guide, a vibration of two eyes, there's a nose, there's different things going on here with a guide, a protector, a guide here, and a vibration of this. But a lot of green, a lot of growth, a lot of inspiration, a lot of protection. The gold's at the very top, so that brings a lot of protection and guidance. But it's the mallard duck is in your auric field there. Now, if I turn this around, notice how the vibration changes as it moves through here. The green will start to dissipate here into the future. It's like building little blocks, little roadways, into the spiritual, the very connection to very protective energy. So you have a lot of blocks going on in the vibration ahead of you. in the auric field, in your energy field. Right here at the very top of this, you can actually see the eye, the head, the nose, the face, the vibration of a master God, teacher. So dear, you could be yourself an extremely powerful teacher in your life. Powerful. Because that's something that you're actually could manifest itself within your life. But I feel like you're in a process of new birth, either through people, situations, and vibrations within your life, dear. You might be sitting in the hammock, but you have a few revolvers sitting underneath your lap, just in case people get too close. You're kind of watching to see what they're personally doing. But this looks almost like a kid. This almost looks like a kid. Looks like a child. Give me your paper to your one back there. Hands all over. Looks like a kid. Look. Right here. Looks like a kid. Okay. What do you want, dear?
The light green, the dark green, and the white.
I want to do this. And the white. Okay. That's it, right? But you can do this at home. It works really well when you have questions asked. Works real good with wax. It works really good with different things. So, oh my God, I'm teasing. 40. The question with this is the vibration of whatever is going on in your life, dear. Right in the front part of this, the center part of this is a large V. And insinuates itself quite a few times at the very top. So whatever's going on in your life, dear, you're going to have victory over it. Victory over the vibration that's going on in your life now. The vibration with this, dear, if I said there was some kind of animal in your auric field, dear, I would actually majorly look more in your vibration of a very large wolf. I would. Because the energy here at the very top of it and around the vibration signify, and you can also almost see something going on here with this, I would signify wolf. But if I turn this to future, the very top part of this, if you look around it on the back, I don't know if you can see it with the light, it looks like a heart. At the very top of this, it looks like a perfect heart with victory. So you have a lot of energy that you're going to be changing, redoing, and resetting within your life. You might keep some people in your life dear, but some people you're going to let go. You're going to let them go on their way, their little merry way, dear. But you're going to actually say, I don't need this. I don't need this situation in my life. Treat yourself with a lot of respect, dear. Because I just feel very strongly with that. Find your respect within your life. But if you keep turning this vibration, there's energy coming here as lines, as steps, as different things for you to take in your auric field. There's a very large Indian, and I can see an Indian's face sitting in here in the vibration here, looking off at the distance of your auric field. So an Indian guide, a protector for you. But a lot of balancing, dear. You're the first one tonight, you're the first one tonight, dear. You have a lot of alien energy. Alien. I think we have two more. Purple, black. Give me a moment, let me get the purple. Black. And gold. Okay. We are gonna see what that turns out to be. You have to look. Notice that all the gold is sitting up in the front, but it looks like a phoenix or a phoenix rising out from the depths, rising up to meet itself. A phoenix. So you could have some kind of animal totem in your life of the phoenix right now, moving into the vibration for you. If I turn this over, you have the black state kind of in the center. So that means that in whatever darkness situations you have applied in your life there, you are definitely going to clear. You go more into a spiritual mode, attracting people in your life that have good sense. I'm not saying people in your life don't have good sense right now, dear, but they did not catch that while they left the spirit world. You have somebody in your life very thick, dear. They're very stubborn. Somebody around you is very stubborn, dear. So I feel like you're in a process of reassessing that vibration in your life. But you have, in the vibration, the phoenix, but here pretty soon, dear, when you get closer to the future, it's going to be the tortoise. There's a nice little turtle kind of crawling here, looking off in the distance, crawling here. That means a turtle is you take things slow and easy, dear. No rushing something right now. Allow other people to do what they're supposed to do right now, and you just pick up the pieces and move in your direction. No sense you picking something up in your life and going, yep, I need that. You don't need anything right now, dear. You need peace, balance. And you're going to produce peace and balance within your life. But that's pretty. But you're getting rid of the darkness, the situations in your life, and allowing that to radiate away from you. Don't attract people in your life that are broken, dear. You've done everything you can possibly do for them. Don't attract them again. Allow situations to move away from you, not in your auric field. Okay, we're going to do Jody, all right.
Okay.
What colors do you want, Jody? Purple.
And this color.
This color green. Color of money.
And then gold
Gold.
and white.
Oh my God. Squeeze a lot of gold off that thing. Oh, yours almost went right to the end. Okay, here we go.
Ooh. That's real pretty.
It's like two people are looking off of the vibration with you, dear. Two people are looking at different directions within their life. You have this connection of balance with guides. There's definitely a male-female situation going on in the auric field with you from guides, protectors within your auric field. Have I understood what should be happening in your life, dear? You have a very large, if you look at this, this is definitely an energy of a human. But if you look closely at it, it looks like a very large macaw. Looks like a macaw. A large bird sitting in a vibration. But if I turn this area, whatever's going on with here, there, there's been a purging, a clearing, a regrouping for you. As you move through this spiritual vibration, you move into a balance of growth, of spirituality with someone else or some other situation within your life. You're going to come to a new understanding of who you are. If I look at this energy right here, to me it looks like a dolphin. Dolphin energy. On both sides of you. One over here, one over here. Dolphin energy. Dolphin vibration. So you go from a macaw that repeats a lot of things that are said to it. It will talk and tell you what you're telling yourself. And you're moving more into a spiritual vibration of the dolphins, a very spiritual, very connected energy. And I feel like a lot of really good health, because right in the center of all this comes a lot of purple, a lot of vibration within the auric field. Because I feel a lot of perfect and good health for you coming into the vibration for you. A lot of energy there, a lot of vibrational energy. So you have to really, when you do this stuff, when you do this energy, this vibration of energy, is this connection of what you feel that it needs to be. Whether you doodle, like George Anderson, he'll sit there and doodle and write a piece of paper, and then when you're done, he'll hand it to you. You could doodle something, do something on a piece of paper, and you won't remember what you put on a piece of paper if you're connected to the spirit world. So it's like what works for the vibration. The reason I teach you this stuff, it isn't the question you're going to go out and say, oh my God, that's what I'm going to do. But it does give you an idea of what you can do, what works for you. We have Robert Johnstone, Reverend Robert Johnstone, a few Georgie Carnes, some of the people out here did butterfly readings with the same thing that we do right now. Just call it butterfly readings, paint readings, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. I think George used to call hers dragonfly readings. It's butterfly readings, it's psychic readings, whatever you deem it to be. But you might like this. You might end up in a psychic fair going, what page do you want? But the question is how does it fit you? When we do mediumship work and connection to mediumship, it's the connection to a higher system of consciousness. We're not dealing with the lower realms, higher system of consciousness. Your mother might come in. Your mother or somebody here's mother might come in. She's a very negative person. I don't like negative people. My guide doesn't like them. So your mother might not speak to me. But your grandmother, who was very nice and very congenial, very a sweet woman, she'll talk before your mother. Because your mother won't be speaking to me. If she's a very negative individual, your grandmother will speak to me. See, if I allow myself in a reading to attract negative situations, then I in turn take that in inwardly. Vibration within my vibration. Don't come up here doing a reading and go, oh Jesus, I feel evil. No. No. You don't put yourself in that situation. You allow yourself only the highest and best of vibrations within your life. It's the vibrations within your life. If you burn a candle, and it works very well when you're doing blessings with a candle, burn the candle. Blow the candle out just about the time that it's going to get cooler down. It's starting to, the liquid is starting to cool a little bit. Pour it on one of these pieces of paper, fold it together, and push it out. Leave it there overnight. Just leave it there. In the morning, just open it up and see what you see. You might have to open it before that because it'll dry and hard. You won't be able to open it. But open it and see what's going on with the wax. You burnt the candle for a reason. There's a reason why you burnt the candle, either for protection, for guidance, for money, abundance candle, whatever you're burning it for, you burned it for a reason. You go to the bookstore, there's about 50 candles there you can burn for everything in your life. You burn yourself off for relationships, you can attract this, you can move this, you can do that, you can. But when you are burning the candle, and just when you blow the candle out, pour it on a piece of paper and see what symbols appear on the piece of the paper. What symbols appear on the piece of paper? Works extremely well because your intention of what you're looking for. When you come to a medium, if you're going to do mediumship work, when somebody comes to you, they've already got an idea of what they're looking for. An idea in their head what they're looking for. That everything they want is going to come through a reading. Not everything. Because your guides have got your highest and best in tune. You might be going off in some direction, but your guides will keep you closer to the path. So as I tell people, if your mother was divorced 10 times, and she got married all these times, you don't want mom to come in here and give you relationship advice. Probably not going to give you that extremely powerful advice. Same that people are broke, ill, they don't have, you want health, but you're trying to talk to somebody in the spirit world that was ill their whole life. You're not talking to them. They have no idea what that is. So the question is when you're talking to spirit, figure out that direction. that you want to play with when you're talking to the spirit world. What you're personally planning on speaking to. Don't just go haphazardly skipping into the night. What do you want to speak to? Because that is what you will attract. You discern the spirit. You discern the individuals that are speaking to you. If you want nastiness and craziness and stuff, that's where you'll find that. But if you keep it at a higher vibration for your energy field, that is what you will in turn get within your life. Although if I'm in a reading and I'm in meditation and I'm talking to my guides and I'm going, oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, you devil. Oh. Now I go in meditation. What kind of crazy people are I attending? Like people come to, ooh. But when you ask evil upon somebody else, that comes back to you tenfold. So the question, if you're asking for something, make sure that it's not going to hurt, destroy something, because that person will do just fine. It'll all come back on you, come back on your vibration, and you'll go, why is this happening to me? Where you put your thoughts. I tell people, put people in a taxi, pay the taxi cab driver to get them far enough away from you that you don't have to deal with them anymore. Don't wish evil on them. My mother used to say, wish they win the lottery and move away. Don't wish evil about them, because it is who you are trying to propel within your life. Sure, we're not going to keep that balance in our life completely. People will walk in our office sometimes and walk up next to us and we just want to haul off and slap them. But what they're doing in their life, well, what are you doing? And we have to hold our hand. We have to hold our hand like, oh my God, that hand's getting ready. It's just, because they're just so much into their situation is no matter what you say, what guides say, what anybody says in vibration, they're not going to accept it. Because they have that whole thing in their life. So don't get discouraged if somebody says, no. You know you're right. When I teach the reading, when you're into a reading or doing a reading for someone, you get a feeling. When you're on board, when you're floating with the angels, you're on that situation, you know you're there. That person can shake their head, do all they want to do with their life. But you know you're there. You know the Spirit is speaking to you. Don't, as I said here, don't say, if I went to Jody and I said, I have a gentleman here, Jody goes, son, mother. Now I've gone from male all now to female now. I have moved from, usually you'll know where the people fit. Father side, mother side, bum, 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 bum. They'll teach you where people step in. So if you're on the mother side of the family, stay on mother side of the family. Don't go screwing, oh, that might be my great-grandmother on my father's side. No, it's not what I get. I get mother side of the family. I get that. If you go off this direction, you'll never get focused in the vibration. When you're focused and you go, no, it's mother side of the family. I can't change that. It's that part of the family. It's what I'm getting with this whole situation. Yes?
You had mentioned before, now, you also said it would depend on how the individual medium interprets it, but you had said typically the mother's side comes in on one side of the person, and the father's side, I forget which side.
What happens is, it's according to what it, like if I gave her a reading, and I went through her mother, and she goes, oh my God, you've got my mother. Now her mother's energy appeared over this part of the family. Appeared over here. Self-deduction, mother's side. The other side now will be father's side. It's how it works. With me, it's mother, father, grandparents, friends, children, grandchildren. They set up in different vibrations within your work field. And that's what you train yourself. You train yourself to see that. When you do readings, you should train yourself not to see people. Not people in spirit, but people in the audience. Don't be looking at them. Kind of look above them, look away from them. Because if they're making faces at you, that's going to throw you off balance. Just look away, just kind of just do the reading and do what you need to do. Because if you're looking straight at them, they're going to give you that evil eye thing. But if you're just giving the reading and not allowing their energy field to affect you, not allowing it to affect you, but looking over their head, looking over their vibration, allowing them saying what you need to say. But we're going to interpret, as mediums, we interpret the information we're getting. Sometimes we get it right. Sometimes we're just like, ha ha. But sometimes you interpret it wrong. So I said, if I look in your vibration and I see a squirrel, I see a red bicycle, I see an old oak tree, I see a lady screaming over there in the distance, there's a little child running over here, but he's got a little small dog and he's trying to chase a possum down a hole. All that stuff's going on around you. Now, me, I have to make sense of all that. Now, I see all this stuff going on, so out of all that, I have to do a reading. I have to tell you what I think about the possum and the kid and the hole and the bicycle and the squirrel and all this stuff. I've got to make an elaborate reading of this vibration. So you have to say, what does that mean for me? It's when mediums sit up here and they go, I'd like to come to you, dear. Give me a moment. I've got your mother. Oh, hold a second. What are you stopping for? You've dropped out of the energy. You've dropped out of the vibration. You're training yourself. At first, when you start doing readings, you're going to stop. You're going to kind of regroup, rebalance. But once you get your symbols down, your idea of symbols down in your vibration, you don't have to stop. Because you know exactly what spirits are trying to show you. You know exactly what it means. So you don't have to stop and try to figure out what it means. You already know what it means. It's already proven itself. You already know what that means. If you have a green stuffed bear when you were a kid and that helped you sleep and it made you protective and it made you so safe in your life, and you see a green bear in a vibration, there's a very good possibility that's going to mean the person's safe. They're going to be very safe and very secure with their life because that's what you associate with that green bear. You associate with that. It's what you associated with it. Not because somebody told you, oh my God, that's what it means to me. No, good. What does it mean to you? How does it connect to your vibration? That's the whole energy field, is how it protects you. There's nothing you can do on this earth plane that's going to disturb your guides and put your guides in some kind of vibration. Your guides want to work with you. Even though you might get stubborn, move off in some crazy direction, they're still there. They're still standing there with you. Even though you're going off in some vibration, you attracted sticks off the ground, and you're going to do some kind of weird readings, they're still there. They're just trying to figure out what you're doing. Figure out what you're doing. Just like Jody, some of the people here, we all kind of understand that mediumship is changing. It is moving to another vibration. Your spirit is walking into space, appearing on film. 30 years ago, you wouldn't have got any of this stuff. You wouldn't have got any of this stuff. Now we're getting more into electronics, situations of spirit appearing and working with electronics, working with things in your office, working with things around you. So the question here is, you have to be open to change. If you're a structured little individual and you don't accept change very well, you might not make an extremely powerful medium. It has to be changed. You might change how you read, how you propel things in motion, how you do things. As you progress with the spirit world, you will change your vibration. There's changes in it. I don't read the same way I read when I first started this vibration, but I was 4, so I read different. But as I have progressed through my years of understanding how Spirit wants me to produce the reading, how they want me to produce it, but I produce it different than others. You might read a whole different way. That's why my classes, I don't tell you how to read. It's not my job to tell you how to read. It's your job to understand how you read and be able to accept it. Not for me to tell you how to read. Because you might have a path in your life that you've decided that that's how I'm going to read. If I slap you and make you stop and read the way I read, you won't stay in the business. Because now you aren't reading for you, you're reading because I told you this is the way you should do it. Read like you. I want you to read like you. I want you to be your own individual soul, not mine. I don't want you to read like me. I want you to read like you. But then you will stay within the business and you will keep that connection with spirit. If you try to read like, oh, I want to read like John Edwards. Oh my God, I want to read like James Van Broek. Oh my God. You can't read like that. You're not going to be able to. It's not the vibration because you're going to read like you, like your vibration. But you have to realize that a lot of this vibration with you is getting you to where you personally need to be spiritually. And mediumship is just a side part of this. Spirit is there to give you knowledge, to download knowledge into you, so you can use it on your journey. If you have no pack mule, you have nothing behind you, and you're counting on everybody else to come up and give you stuff, probably not going to make too much of the journey. Not going to make too much of it. Back when I was younger, I traveled into the Himalayas. And remember, over there, every 9 miles, about every 8, 9 miles, there was a fruit stand. Be able to pick up water, vegetables, some fruit to eat, something to eat, supplies, as you made yourself into the Himalayas, as you made your way into the Himalayas. So I figured that about every 7, 8, 9 miles, you come about replenishment of situations within your life that has a really good idea of how things arrive in your life. 7 years you go on with your life. Do whatever you feel is best for you. But your 8th year they will clean. You will run out of supplies, so they have to supply you with new and clear your vibration and bring you new stuff within your work field. And as you start your journey, you look at your map and figure out what part of the journey you're going to take. That's how it works. We allow ourselves to bring all that energy within our lives. We understand that we are our own individual. You might be a little crazy with your mediumship. You might be a little nuts. You just might be. You might be. But the question is how you read. If you spray yourself down with holy water and oh my God, you're going to do some psychic prayer and oh my God, you're going to do a little weird little dance before the people come in, you probably shouldn't be doing readings. Because first of all, your guides are protecting you. You're protected. If you start looking before you do readings and think, oh my God, evil is afoot, and you start throwing stuff all in the room, you should smudge all you want, throw sea salt, do whatever you want, they don't care. That doesn't affect spirit. Oh, they put on a little gas mask, they don't even smell the smudge. They just move right on in because you've attracted them. Because you believe there's something evil afoot. Evil afoot is coming. You only attract your highest and best. So all you should ask your guides, highest and best, nothing else. All you should ask them, because that is what you attract, your highest and best. If you attract negativity, then you need to have a rediscussion with your guides. Figure out what they're trying to bring you. But remember, you are this connection on your own vibration. You've got your own wire set into the spirit world. I don't have the same set of wires. Neither does anybody else here. You've got your own set of vibration of how you do it. Because if I look at your vibration, dear, and I see a large cow, and I see this large airplane behind you, then I actually see like this red car. Now, I can look at you and go, dear, saw a cow. The airplane was sitting on the ground, dear. And this other vibration with you is just, bless you. Now you're going to look at me and go, what the hell is that? But it's telling the story. I tell you, it's CERN, communication, evidence, reason they're here. Tell a story. Tell a story. There's a story to be told. The information you get, but it's the story. Because if people will do that in the readings, tell a story. Take the people on a journey with you. If you leave them, if you've got the sign out going, hey, I'm here to pick you up, take you to where you need to go. But then you get in the car without them. And you're off drive and they're left at the airport. They have no idea where you're going. But you're off and running. Tell us, take them along the journey with you. signifies your vibration here. If I see, you don't tell people your symbols. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh, I saw a rose. You saw that symbol for a reason. Is it because somebody is an anniversary going on? Someone's trying to give them a flower? If somebody attached that rose have some kind of meaning to you. If I see yellow roses, that was my father's funeral. His whole place was full of yellow roses because that's what he liked. So when I see yellow roses, I think of father's side of the family. That's what I get. Now you might see something totally different with yellow roses, but that's what I see. So if a red yellow rose appears, father's side of the family. I already know what it means, father's side. The question here is, what does it mean to you? Set your vibration. Cows are very balanced individual. They have a very connected to a higher sense of vibration around them. You're very protective of your situation around you, dear. You will chase people right away from you if you need to. You're not a pushover in your life. You have a connection of where you need to be. You're about ready to take flight in your life, but that right now you're figuring out how to run the plane, figuring out how to get started. Haven't quite got there yet, because you have people around you that are a little bit negative, dear. They don't really understand the path. You're walking the path, but not a lot of people in your life are on the path with you. You will eventually get to where you need to be, but you're going to have patience with that, dear. Patience is afoot with you. Have to be patient with people, because they're on their own little journey. You might want them on your journey, but they aren't quite following you on your journey just yet. So be patient. They might join you, dear. Might join you on the journey. But you have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of understanding. You put up with people, dear. Oh my God. I feel like your pocketbook should have like a crucifix and some holy water and God knows what else in it. I need to talk to these people. But you've always protected yourself. You've always understood how things work. The only time you've gotten in trouble in your life, you've allowed people to do that for you. Allowed people to take control of the situation. Don't let people take control. They might not like you in control, dear, but the business runs better when you are. But that is just out of what the symbols I saw. It's the symbols that have that connection to you, that vibration of energy, that vibration of connection. But always listen to yourself. You'll know if, as I said here in the readings, if somebody's listening to you, if you're doing a reading in public reading, and people are listening to you, oh, you're on the right path. But if they're stepping away from you, they're not wanting to hear what you've got to say, it's like, phew, you need to stop. Regroup to balance. There are things in people's lives that they don't want to hear. Don't want to hear it. You can tell them, but that just makes them ignore you now. Now they're not taking anything you're saying anywhere. Or if you tell somebody negative things, tell them one negative thing in a reading, that's all they'll remember, that one negative vibration. They won't remember all the positive stuff you told them, just the one negative situation. If you have to tell somebody something negative in the situation, tell them how to fix it. That's all. Tell them how to fix the situation. Because we're all broken. We're all looking for all the pieces to put ourselves back together again. If you lived a very spiritual, balanced life, and you are associated with Jesus, and you are this perfect individual, God bless you. Most of us have been through the dark corners of the moon. We've had things happen in our lives. It has made us better, or it's made us stop on the path and not move forward. So you have to ask where you are on the path. Are you moving forward? Are you holding on to something that you should get rid of? Are you holding on to people that you think you need to fix and need to take care of, or do you need to let them go and let somebody else take care of them? Do you need to move forward? Do you need to stop? You need to go? Where do you need to go? What do you need? And that's why people come to mediums. Not because we are this whole vibration. We just work at it. We work at it every day. We work at being mediums. We work at it. Everybody can be this psychic vibration within their life. But mediums take work. You gotta work at it. You gotta have that communication with your guides. You have to have a communication with your higher self. You gotta be able to walk and chew gum at the same time. If you can't walk and chew gum at the same time, you might not make a good medium. You gotta walk and chew and walk and your vibration in your life. Anybody have any questions you want to ask me? The vibration of what we did tonight was an energy field. Now, we did the colors, you picked the colors. You picked the vibration of colors. So, if I think this is Jody's.
Yeah.
So we've got gold, purple, green, 2 shades of green. Gold, purple, 2 shades of green, right? Now, there's a reason why you picked those 4 colors. A reason. Vibration. What does green mean to you? What does purple mean to you? What does the gold mean to you? Does gold mean protection? Does it mean a connection to a higher sense of consciousness? Does green mean growth? Does it mean stop? Green has a lot of association with the heart chakra. So, purple, spirituality, a connection to a higher sense of consciousness, a way of finding yourself on a dark road, and allowing yourself to rise to a higher vibration of energy. So where in that vibration do you fall? See? Because the gold signifies for Jody protection, situations within her life that she is dealing with. A protection of angelic presence, a connection of people that are associated with her. So she feels protected. She's on the path in her journey right now, in her life right now, figuring out a journey in her life for growth, balance, circulate situations within her life. So growth signifies the vibration of green. Growth and movement. Maybe this is a time in her life to figure out her direction in her life and where she personally needs to be. Purple signifies the spirituality, but it also has this vibration to the throat. If Jody ever told people what she actually thought, they'd be surprised. If she ever let loose one day, that'd be it. People would not understand, oh my God, you feel that way? Because it works with the throat chakra. She has both things going on in her work field, throat and heart. Because she's had to deal with some kind of situations in her life, but she's dealing with what she has to say now. What she has to put motion in her mouth. What she has to say. So colors have a meaning. They have a vibrational meaning. Every one of you picked colors here. One of you picked the blue, the gold, the green, the vibration, the blue, the yellow. Yellow usually signifies intelligence, connection to higher sense of consciousness or strength. Blue usually signifies health, balance with another individual, or health for you. White is spirituality. Not a lot of you picked white. Few of you did. Now, there are other ones who didn't pick it, don't want to be spiritual. But only a few of you picked white. White is very connected to the crown chakra, connected to a higher sense of vibration. So some of you picked white and put in your colors. Some of you didn't. So the question is what you need. See, it all comes down to what you need in your vibration. What do you need at this moment? Right now, you needed that. You needed those colors, that vibration, that situations you picked. Next week, might not be that. You might not need those colors. You might not need that energy, that vibration within your life. So you have to realize what fits the vibration for you. Trust yourself. Trust your energy field. Yes?
You had mentioned, it's pretty self-explanatory, but you had mentioned that deer is my total magnet right now. What would that mean spiritually?
What's that?
You had mentioned a deer came in.
A deer signifies the vibration. A deer signifies freedom.
Okay.
A connection. And then you always look at the deer. How many points of the antlers does it have? If you see a deer with 8 pointed antlers, that's usually 8 months. Doesn't really 8 days. Could be 8 weeks or 8 months. You gotta ask yourself what those antlers mean. So if you see a deer that doesn't have any antlers, that means you're already at the path where you need to be. If the antlers start to appear and they start having points on them, then you count the points on the antler, and that will tell you how long you have to get to where you need to be. So you're looking at points, vibration. No antlers, you're there. Antlers means you might have to be patient and wait for a little bit to get yourself to where you need to be. But everything has a purpose. Your meditation, where you go, what you do, what you put in motion, it's all a purpose. If your whole energy field goes, be directed with your guides. Talk to them. Yell at them. Explain to them what you're looking for. Sometimes they're over there asleep. They're just resting. You have to wake them up. Wake them up. Say, no, I need this. You help me with this. Fix this. That's what they're there for. They're there to help you. They're there to encourage you and bless you. Not to stop you, not to destroy your life. You don't know, you don't have entities hanging all over you. Somebody tells you have entities all over you, just get up and walk away from them. Your guides have this protection going on with you. As I said, I had a lady not too long ago, Massachusetts, went out to the graveyard, slept on a mass murderer's grave, trying to conjure his spirit up into her body. Then she wanted to know if she had an entity around her. Oh, God bless you, dear. Sleeping on the grave. Place yourself there. You wanted that person to enter your life. If you're somewhere and you want energy, you want something to enter your life, ooh, it'll come. It'll come somewhere. There's, I think Jody goes and some of these people go on ghost hunts. We know how to protect ourselves when we venture into these things. We don't walk in and go, well, any spirit here, just go ahead. I'm here. No, you don't. Can't do that. Because any negative spirit, any situation in that vibration, now you've opened yourself up to say, I'm open. Then it might take you a little while to get rid of them. Take you a little while to chase them away. Even when you're here in the vibration, and here in church, and here in situations you life, protect yourself. Don't be all open to the spirit world. Kind of protect yourself. Open yourself up when you need to be open, and close yourself when you don't need to be open. Well, since you're attracting every energy in the whole vibration around you, close it down. As I said, get a word, get a vibration in your life to shut your energy down, your psychic energy down. Get a word or a symbol in your vibration to turn it on. So you think about that symbol or think about that word, it's either shutting it down or opening it up. But you can't be open 24/7. You can't do it. I've been in this business too long. You can't do that. You'll wear yourself out. You'll wear your energy out. You'll wear yourself out. Just trying to fight them all off, trying to, as you walk through some situation. There's probably about 50, 60 spirits in this place right now. I could attract all of them if I want to. Bring them all home with me. Feed them dinner. But do I want to take them all home? No. I want to take them home. So the question here is, what do you want to take with you? Tell your guides that. Highest and best and nothing else. Ask whatever's balancing in your life for you, what your connection to you are. But I'm telling you, there's these little situations you do. Do the paint. If you want to buy some paint, do that, then do that. Do some wax readings, do wax readings. Candle readings work extremely well. Mediums forget a little bit. If you do unscented candles when you do readings. Unscented, unscented. What you do is you have your table, have the individual sit across from you. Then on another table, that you can see past the individual. So if I had her sitting in front of me, I'd have a candle sitting over there. Now off to the side, I can see what that candle's doing. I can see if it's moving, standing straight up in the air, or the animals appearing in the candle. What's going on with the candle behind this individual? Or you can just place it on the table, right in front of you. Let the candle burn. Sit there, watch the flame. Symbols will appear, different things will appear within the flame. Called candle readings or candle power. Look at the candle. You do that on your own. Just put a candle in front of you and stare at it. Look at it. Watch it. It'll move, it'll do things, it'll change, it'll do things because you're looking at it. We used to do that when I was a kid. We used to watch the flame, and we watched the flame when we did the sweat lodges up with my grandfather. And animals would appear in the flame. We'd have all the embers in the sweat lodge, and we'd all be sitting around all hot in that sweat lodge. But the embers would light up, and people would dance, and Indians would dance, and there'd be horses running across the embers, and all kinds of stuff would be going on because we were in that spiritual moment. Take yourself a spiritual moment. Have a moment. If you run all the time, watch television, your phone, you're doing this, you're doing that, but you're not taking time to get quiet. Get that peace and quiet within your life. Do that. Get peace and quiet. Trust yourself. There's an energy field that follows all of us, whether we want it to or not. We have relatives in our life that probably think that you being out here in Casadega right now, you have just stepped off the earth plane and you have ventured into the weird places of the world. You can't really explain to them what you're doing out here because they probably wouldn't accept it. So now you've got to deal with that energy. You got to deal with yourself too, and that's the major vibration is you. What do you expect with the mediumship? You want to speak to spirit? Want spirit to speak to you? You want to do, what do you personally want from them to do with you? You've got to get your higher self and your physical self on the same note, same vibration. You can't fight with yourself during reading both situations with it, because we can talk, people that do mediumship work, we can talk about our guides and all our spiritual teachers, and God bless all of them. But when we do readings, we're dealing with them, but we're mostly dealing with our higher self. That connection to the all, the universal mind. Every one of you are connected to the universal mind. So when you go in meditation, it's not your guides, it's not all this other stuff that's going to take you to that space, but you. You will raise your vibration to connect to your higher self, to the universal mind. And once you get there, then you go, oh, there's my guides. Oh, there's this, there's that. But you have to get there. You raise your vibration to get there. When he did the pictures tonight of spirit around here and different things, we have spirit following us. We might not have seen all the people and situations going on here tonight, but we have people following us all the time. So the question here is, you might not see them, but they are busy at work. So whether you see them or not, you should thank them for being here. Thank them for helping. You might not see them, might not understand what they're doing at this point, but they've got your highest and best in motion. So tell them, thank you. Thank you. Every day I thank my guides for being here. I thank them for helping and encouraging whatever they're doing. I'm thanking them for doing that. Whether it's negative or positive in my life, I don't care. It's still, I thank them. Because if there's something negative happened in my life, then there has to be a purpose why it happened. I might not see the purpose today, but here in the next week or a month, I say, oh, that's why that happened. That's why that was going on, because I had to be here. I couldn't have been there if that happened, but that didn't happen in my life. So always thank them, no matter what's going on in your life, thank them for being there. But if you have a continual vibration of negative energy appearing in your life, you need to have a moment with them. Have a discussion. Because you should learn from the first jumping off the cliff. If you climb out of the hole, climb out of the cliff, your guys go, that was awful, wasn't it? And you jump off the cliff again, your guys go, what? What happened? If you keep jumping into the situation in your life, remember, if you keep jumping into something and it continues to be negative, 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 then maybe you need to change directions of where you're going. Maybe that spiritual way of saying, don't do that again. Yeah, don't do that again. Make sure you don't jump into something that it keeps not working for you. You don't want to work somewhere where you're miserable. You're completely miserable with the whole situation, but you keep going in there. Ask your guys for a different job that pays you more and more money. Ask your guys for something else. If your relationship's crazy in your life and the person in your life is just, you might have Your relationship, your life could be a jigsaw puzzle you bought at the flea market. Usually those jigsaw puzzles are missing a couple of pieces. But sometimes people in our life are missing a few pieces. We're never going to find them. Now, if they're not ready to allow themselves to go find the pieces themselves, you might never get this situation going with them. So remember that if this is a completely negative situation going on with you, say, you know, God, whatever you got planned for me, but I need this. This is what I would be looking for if you changed it. I had a lady I did a reading for yesterday, and she said, oh, Louis, I'm getting a divorce. I don't need much. A little one-bedroom trailer, that's all I can afford, out in the middle of the woods. I just want to be left alone. I said, dear, I'd be thinking for more than that. Who wants a broken down trailer in the woods? Think for more than that, dear. Oh, I want him to have everything. Oh my God, dear. If you're giving everything to him, then Spirit should give you enough to take care of you. Don't sit there and sometimes, oh, that's all I can deserve. You deserve so much more because you're a higher vibration. You're here on the journey. How you make the journey is up to you. Simple. But when you do the readings and do these vibrations, that's why I teach you to do this. And I want you to learn more on mediumship too, because next week I think we're going to batch you off into groups to do mediumship readings on each other. And I want you to practice that. And don't be afraid. Don't be like, oh, give what you get. Let yourself open up to the vibration of giving what you get. The smallest detail can affect the person's life. If you see a color, what does the color mean to you? You see something, what does it mean to you? What does it connect to you for? Don't sit quiet, go, I don't get nothing. I get nothing, nothing. You're getting something. As I said here with the reading, like I love doing the thing in people's lives. I love doing this whole situation. Right? You came in the vibration today with this brown sweater on, brown. Got this little black dress on, got these open-toed shoes on, this whole vibration. She is now in my face. This is what she put on today. Now, you put this whole situation on in your life because this is what you deem that you needed today. What your vibration needed today. What you put on. Black is an opposite of all the colors and the balance of each. Mostly people wear black not to look slender, like, They wear black because they're protecting themselves, situations in their life. They're traveling into the situation. There's a balance of all the energy and a balance of each of the colors. Brown signifies a balance of understanding, of trying to build a path, build a roadway in a person's life. She's covered herself in this brown, which signifies she's building a road in her life. She hasn't quite figured out how the road's going to work out yet. She's following the road. She's building it one brick at a time. One brick so she knows exactly what part of the road she needs to be on. She had a little bit of white and black into the vibration. It signifies that she's still dealing with situations that have happened in her life. She's still trying to regroup and rebalance in her life. The white and vibration signifies spirituality and connection to a higher sense of consciousness. And that's just by what you put on today. You have the red in your vibration, dear, and black. You have the red around the top of your dear. Boy, if you could ever, I bet you, I would never want to poke you or get you angry, dear. You would come off the porch, that'd be all there was with it. I shouldn't mess with you. Don't let sleeping dogs lie. Don't mess with this because you've already done enough. But I feel like something in your life has done itself enough, dear. It's done enough now. Stop. I thought you've set out warning bells now. Stop. It's done enough now. It's enough. You've told your guides, you've told the people on the earth plane, it's enough now. Stop. It's enough. The black signifies the balance of situations within a person's life. You're very talented, you're very gifted of who you are, dear. What you see with you is what you get. You're not changing. You didn't change. People in your life changed, dear. They change. You didn't change. I'm still the same person. Just a little bit more angry. Same person, dear. If you don't mess with me, I'll leave you alone. If you keep messing with me, then we're going to have trouble. You have a lot of powerful guides working with you here. There's people working in situations, the vibration of what you place in. You have white and black on your vibration too, dear, signifying a balance of letting something go and letting something arrive in your life. You said something was going on with your back situation, tell them, take it away. Explain to them. Awaken the knowledge. I said, everything that has ever happened in your life, from past lives, incarnations, and vibrations that have always happened in your life, is within the cells of your body today. All you have to awaken is that particular cell that has that vibration. Maybe that past life you went through some kind of back issue. It's just traveling with you there. You need to say, no, we're not doing that anymore. I'm not accepting that situation. I'm not accepting that. And if I have to do something personally on this earth plane to fix it or redo it there, you should show me, Spirit. Allow them to show you where you need to venture. But don't say, sister, no. It's like she asked me today, can people and the vibration change your DNA? No. Only thing people can change in your vibration is the memory within your cells that you brought into this earth plane. Memory from past lives, incarnations, situations in your life. A medium out here is not going to wave some kind of special wand and go, oh, such a healing there. DNA has changed. Nonsense. Keep your money. The only one that changes that's energy within your vibration is your energy field, telling yourself, I don't accept this. I don't accept any of this. You fix this. And then something within your cells will start to change. That memory, that situation of memory, even though you might have been ill with this for a while, it goes to the root of the problem. That's why when you do healing, you just don't go, if you've got a bad arm, I don't still go right to the arm. You could have something else going on with you that's causing that arm to be bad. So I can't focus on the arm, I can focus on the body. Same thing with mediumship. You're not focusing on, somebody walked in and they're going, and you look down and you go, ooh, there's something wrong with that person. Ooh, there's something wrong. But now you've already looked at what's going on. You're letting that feed the vibration. You don't look at situation. You don't look at how they do. I have a friend of mine that I laugh at the years I faced this. I laugh. He walked in here, he was a friend of mine. He was a Superior Court judge, real good friend of mine. And he came in here and he rode his motorcycle. But he came in with his motorcycle check. But he was a Superior Court judge. So the person from the outside was telling him all this stuff about how bad he was riding with a motorcycle group and all this other stuff. And he's looking around going. But they only saw what he had on. He had on this black leather jacket and he rode up in a motorcycle. They just went right to that vibration. So when you see somebody, you're not going right, you're just going to the whole picture. If you need to do readings for a while with your eyes closed and not see the person, do that. But don't allow the appearance of the individual to sway your reading. Don't allow the appearance of them to sway your reading. It doesn't work that way. Trust yourself. You'll know exactly what to say, but you have to figure out what the symbols mean. And tell your guides what it means to you. What does it mean to you? That's all you have to ask. What does it mean to you? Not what it means to me or Jody or anybody else in this vibration. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? That's the key. If I can get that through to people, it's the symbol, the vibration, what it means to you. It's telling the story, the communication, the evidence, the reason, sure that plays a part of it, but you can give people the evidence of spirit being here, the communication to spirit. You can give them the reason why they're there. But if you lose them somewhere on a path and they have to hitchhike it back to where you are, they're not going to listen to nothing you said. You have to tell them a story. And what's doing them, that's one good thing about here. We teach you how to tell a story. We teach you how to work in that direction. But all these things I teach you are not because you need to use them. Oh, that Mr. Gates, he's teaching rope readings. Oh my God, he's teaching flower readings, ribbon readings, he's teaching this, he's teaching that. That is only to help you get in touch with your psychic self. You can have anybody in this world tell you that you have to be a medium. God bless you. But at some point of the reading, you have to go psychic. You have to. You're not gonna read mediumistic constantly through the reading unless the person walks in and all they wanna hear about is from their loved ones. Then you move off in that direction. But you're either gonna start your reading psychically, end it mediumistically, or start it mediumistically and end it psychically. But somewhere in the vibration is gonna be psychic. So you have to learn how to read psychically. How's my kids, Lou? Am I getting divorced? Am I gonna move? How's my dog? My dog's 18 years old. My dog gonna survive, or is he getting ready to die? How's my mom? She's 90. She should have been gone by now. When's she leaving? These are questions you are asked in a reading. So you have to be able to answer something with that. Have to be able to answer something with that. You could deal with people in the spirit world, but they would psychically. And that's what I teach you, is when the person asks for something. They ask for something. It's what energy is going on with them when they ask. Answer the question. Do you like where you are right now?
Where I am? Yes.
Okay.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, you really kid yourself, don't you?
No, the vibration with that is when your auric field, when you said yes. Now, when I asked you, where do you like where you are now?
I was trying to figure out if you meant physically, mentally, spiritually.
Well, the vibration with you is where you are at this point in your life right now. You made that stop vibration. When you went and said yes, your auric field looked off. It didn't look where you were, it looked off. So it means you're okay where you are, but you're not completely sold on where you are at this point.
Oh, yeah, there's a,
Because you
there's
looked
a
off.
little bit that I want to add to.
See, when you ask people stuff, are you happy with people in your life, dear?
Not really.
See, now that was a truthful vibrational answer from the spirit world. She didn't look off, she looked out, she's very stable, said, no, not really. Because she's still waiting for people to announce what they want from her. She's waiting at the checkout counter, waiting to see what people bring up. See what they're bringing up, what they're placing on the counter in front of her. So a very truthful answer. Are you happy where you are?
No.
The question with that is
It's easy.
when Jody said no, notice that her face went, no, I did this. So it signifies to her vibration that she's in the process of putting boots on the ground. She's busy moving something in her vibration that's going to bring her dividends here into the future. Might not be exactly what she's looking at right this moment, but she knows that dividends will be paid. Dividends will be paid here shortly. She doesn't wish evil on people. She just wished that they would leave her alone. See, the question is you look what people are doing. If you look off in the distance, it means you're looking for something to come. If you're very stable, but if I asked you something, you go like this, you go, oh, that gives me a whole different story, see? Now, you focus your intent very intently within your being. So you have to realize that your whole body language within a reading will tell me what you want. And that major thing with body language, it's not to get information. It's to be when you tell somebody something and they're going to go. It means you're rattling the chains on that door they don't want you to open. You're rattling. They're too kind to tell you to stop. But they're giving you this look like you go there and ooh, it's going to be trouble. There's parts of our life that we don't want somebody to look into. There's doors, there's things that have happened in our lives that we have locked it away, we've left it there. We don't want it brought out. We've dealt with it, we've done with it, we're done. Yes.
You know, that's a good point you're bringing up, because I was in a class, not this one, different class, and I was giving somebody a reading, and they got very angry because I was picking up on things about them, and they finally were like, no, I don't wanna hear anymore. You're getting too much.
That's the thing, is some people will
So I was
not,
like, okay.
people will not want you to knock at a certain door.
Yeah,
See, there's a lot of abuse and stuff happened to me when I was young. I've dealt with that. I don't want you going searching through the doors. Why? I dealt with that. That's done. Don't, and you'll notice my energy field will change. So don't go there. Don't be there. I dealt with that. I'm done with that. See, if you deal with it, or if you have somebody say, oh, I've got your child here, dear. And you know, he died very suddenly. Then you start bawling. Instead of me allowing you time to compose yourself, I grab your son by his ankles and keep slapping you with it. Diana, look how great I am. She's crying. I'm getting her to cry more.
No, you hate it when people cry. That's
So
a good way to show.
when somebody's crying, then you kind of move off in a direction. Allow the person to compose themselves. No sense of keep hitting them with somebody. Because now you've just made them, they don't hear nothing else you're saying, because they're in the midst of this crying and this whole situation. Nothing else you're saying at that moment from their son or from anything else that's in the spirit world, or they're going to realize. You lost them. They're in their moment now. Yes.
but what I was referring to is sometimes people can't handle the truth, so what do you argue?
Some people don't want you to tell them what they should be doing or what they should be changing, or the truth of the matter of what they should be doing. But you always kind of ask yourself, I do this as a little requisite when I do readings. If I heard this, and somebody, if you gave me a reading and told me something, would I like it? The way that I'm personally explaining it to you, would you like it? Would I like it? If my first thought is, ooh, I would like somebody telling me that, then rearrange or reset what you're getting. If you wouldn't like being told that, then why are you telling it to someone else? Why? If your first thought is, I don't like that, I wouldn't like that. Your guides will break through right smack truth. But you have to rearrange it so you can punch somebody in the nose and break it, or you can wander around them and make little noises. Choice. If you disrupt them too much, they won't hear another word you say. They won't. They'll make faces at you.
So break it gently, you know.
Because what you're looking for is people. When you're in this business, I know some people are going to be in this business. I have clientele that come back to me since I was reading at 10 years old. I still get clientele from years ago. They keep coming back to me. Return business, because I do what I'm supposed to do. If you can't get any return business, and you have no return business, no one's coming back to you, then there's something wrong. You should have somebody coming back. Somebody should have enjoyed what you told them. If you're not getting anybody back to speak to you, then there's a problem. That's when you have the discussion with your guides and what you're doing. Discussion. But reading, like you said, the reading, some people don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, you stepped on that door frame and ooh, snorted. That's when you have to say, no, let's move on to something else. I just look at people saying, you don't really like that, do you? So let's just move on. Now let me say, let's just put a pin in it. Let's just put it right over here. We'll get back to that later. Let's go on to something else. Now let's go on to something else. Later I might come back to that, but in a different vibration. For right away, I will change the energy when I'm telling them. No sense of telling them something and they're going, pfft. Because I said, if you don't keep their attention, you will lose them. You've left them at the airport, you're driving around town in an empty car. They're still at the airport looking for you. Eventually you get back there, but they're so pissed now that you left them there. They're not going to hear a word you say. Take them with you. Take them on the journey. Take them on the journey with you. That's what you have to realize when you're a medium. The communication, the evidence, the reason, fine, but the journey, take them on the journey. And when you tell them, if you're taking them on a trip and it's scary, there's alligators, tigers, and lions and bears, oh my, lion monkeys. Would you want to be there with them? Or do you want to pick another path to get them through the same situation, but at a better vibration? Don't take them through the flying monkeys. Go on a different path, different vibration. But next week we're going to be doing, I'm going to put you in, next